Hello guys, welcome back again with another project. On this engine, I'm having problems with the alternator. I'm going to show you a little problems that it creates that you think it could be the engine or you think it could be some other stuff. And this issue, it has happened to me once and it never happened to me, so that's why I'm trying to record it so you guys can learn it, because when it happens, it's weird when it happens. In this engine is the one that I fixed with the sprocket, saying that it was out of time. It was out of time, but now with this issue that is throwing me, it keeps throwing me the same code, and it keeps throwing me other codes, which I'm gonna show you guys. For this, you're gonna need a scanner that reads the battery, and I got a second equipment for the battery by itself, and the alternator, it reads both. So I'm gonna be showing you how weird it is, and you think the alternator is pretty good, but it's not. So I'm gonna be showing you guys. Right now at the moment, this is the equipment that I'm using. It reads battery, it reads alternator. Right now I haven't started this car for like a week and a half. So right now it's reading 12.3, the battery. I'm gonna start it now, and you guys are gonna see how it jumps off. So right now it says that it's 14.2 and the alternator is 14.2. Okay, and now on the scanner over here it says that it's 14.15. I don't know if the phone recorded, and it says that there's no errors. So I'm gonna be showing you what it's doing in the inside of the car. So we're inside of the car right now. I don't got no oil lights. I don't got nothing. So right now it's still on 14.2. It's gonna be kind of hard to see it for you guys, but it's right there. Right now I got the AC on at the maximum. I got the lights on. I'm gonna put the high beams too, which is right there. Okay, but now I put the scanner over here so you guys can see it too, right there. But now I'm gonna remove the e-brake, still high over there, and I'm gonna put it on reverse. Still 14.2, still right there. I had to get the car out because it wasn't creating what I was looking for, so I can show you guys. But right now I'm still full AC, high beams with the lights on. Obviously I'm driving on drive, so I'm gonna step on it, and the car feels like not running fast how it should be. Like I'm not bucking, but I'm going pretty, almost trying to go to the floor. But I'm gonna show you as soon as I arrive to the location that I'm trying to go, how the oil light is gonna start coming up. So right now I'm got 14.27 on the alternator battery. I'm gonna show you. You see the light? Let me see if it does it on reverse. But the light, hopefully you guys saw it. So that's one of the reasons that when the alternator is bad, usually the oil light is still flickering a lot more, but in this time it's not doing it. I haven't driven for a long time, so I've been driving it like for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So that maybe that's why it's not flickering too much. But on my computer, it's telling me that the intake and exhaust is out of time, which I already fixed that problem, so it shouldn't be that. But what is throwing me off, you see the battery right there, it should be on 14.0, 13.9, 14.1. So I'm gonna show you with the other machine, how much is running right now. So this is what is running right now on the battery, 12.5. An alternator, you see it says low, but I'm gonna show you how it changed when I start turning off for stuff and I remove it from the gear and stuff like that. So I'm gonna turn off the lights and look. So that's with the lights off. Now I'm gonna put the AC off. You see how it went up? Let me put it on battery. So I'm gonna put the lights on. So they're on right now with the high beam. That's when this like this problem, it will throw you off so bad. And now I'm gonna turn on the AC. So the AC is back on. And you see how it went down? But it goes back up. So you start thinking like, it cannot be the alternator, because look, the alternator now, it says that it's good, but you see how it switched now? But the battery is still saying that it's good. Now I'm gonna show you with the AC off. You see how it went up? Now I'm gonna put it on reverse with the AC off. So right now it's on reverse. Right now I still saying that it's good. I'm gonna put it on drive, and that's still saying that it's good with the AC off. Now I'm gonna put it back on neutral, and I'm gonna turn on the AC. So the AC is on. You see that? It says that supposedly good, halfway, whatever. I'm still with the lights on. So now I'm gonna turn off the lights, and I'm gonna put it back on reverse with the only AC on without the lights. So you see, now it's on reverse without the lights. Those numbers, it shouldn't be. Those numbers are not good. Now I'm gonna put it on drive, and now I'm gonna turn on. I'm gonna put it on neutral, and now I'm gonna turn on the lights. You see, these alternators, it shouldn't be jumping like that. I mean, it goes down, but it shouldn't be going that low. And that's one of the reasons that it throws this coat and it throws this kind of coats. I know this, it shouldn't be on, because I already fixed this engine, which I may already make a video. So I'm gonna be replacing the alternator with another one that I have, and I'm gonna show you the difference. Now the battery is saying that it's 12.4. I'm gonna start it up. So right now it's charging. I'm gonna turn on the AC. I'm gonna turn on the lights with the high beams. And now I'm gonna put it on reverse. How it didn't go down. Now I'm gonna put it on drive. So right now it's on drive with the AC on and the lights on. So those numbers, yeah, they're kind of fine. I'm gonna put it now on neutral. See, now I'm gonna turn off the lights. You see how the numbers are steady? And now I'm gonna turn off the AC. You see, those numbers are pretty good, but something like 12, that's crazy. So I'm gonna turn on the AC, turn on the lights with the high beams. So now I'm gonna be driving around. I'm gonna be showing you the oil light. Hopefully it doesn't come on. So now I'm driving the car around. The alternator is running on that, still with the AC on, the lights on. I feel it like acting way better, but still I feel like hesitating a little bit. So I'm gonna switch the spark plugs to see if it could be the spark plugs being bad. Plus, it's another sensors, the solenoids, that they act sometimes, and when they act, you see how it turn on the light. Sometimes it's those sensors too being dirty. I'm gonna be showing you the sensors that I'm talking about, but I'm gonna be switching the spark plugs really fast. That's gonna be off camera. But on the solenoids, I'm gonna be showing you to see if they're dirty for sure. But it turned on the lights for a little bit and then it went back off. So we will see. So I'm gonna be removing the solenoids. I already replaced the spark plugs. I'm gonna show you sometimes these solenoids, when they're bad, dirty, the engine start acting up. Look what I said. Look over here, all dirty. Why this happened? Sometimes it's like all the metals from the new bearings and stuff like that start getting over here, or something getting damaged too. So that's how it should be looking. Let me show you the other one. See the metal? This usually happens in rebuilt engines, when they're old engines, like, you know, like with a lot of miles and you haven't opened the engine. This doesn't happen unless something breaks inside. So that's how it should be looking. So basically it passes through oil through here, and that's when the cams start, you know, going back and forward. So that's why it could be the codes for the engine the engine camshaft and the exhaust. So now I'm gonna start it back up. So now that I keep seeing that light on, now it could be something else. But I already fixed one of the issues, which was the alternator. So now that could be the oil sensor, it could be low on oil, it could be some other stuff. But what was creating it was the alternators and stuff like that, which I already fixed. It's low because I leave it running with the AC when it was off. Let me see if it keeps throwing the codes. Obviously I need to run it more to see, but if I find out something else differently, I will do a video to show you guys what it was, but for now I wanted to show you that about the alternator. This had happened to me on the Black Beauty, so now I need to figure out why it keeps turning that on, or it could be the oil pump that is bad too. That's another thing, and the oil pump is no way that you can check it, so I'm gonna have to leave it like that to figure out if it was a sensor or what it was. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.